being here. This is our fun board and our Christmas party, our pictures. And I remember the times we couldn't do this together. And it's so much more fun when we're together. The land acknowledgement, in the spirit of respect, truth, and reconciliation, we honor and thank the Indigenous peoples on two traditional unceded lands we operate. So first of all, I would ask you if you are okay with adding that item to the agenda.
So moved.
Thank you. Seconded by. Okay. Anyone not in favor of that? Okay.
If I could just say something, because I have to defend this.
I'm teasing you.
I know you are, but I'm just letting the rest of the board know that I had a conversation. This grant and aid went in November, and it got waylaid somewhere in the staffing stuff, and I wasn't aware that they couldn't read what I'd sent them. Here that they couldn't read it, or I would have sent a revised copy, which I finally checked up on it because it wasn't on this agenda, and was told that they needed a clear copy, which I sent them that moment. They got it and said, yeah, it'll be good, but and I said, because of protocols and the chair making it clear, and I'm a protocol person, you all know that. I sent back saying that I would I'd have to go on the January 1, and Anitra very kindly said that because this is Christmas season and this is for something for the winter carnival, well, for something that's timely, that we could ask Grace for. And I said, no, it can go on, but Nature spoke with Grace, and then I spoke with Grace to tell her why I was delaying it, and she said, no, it can come on.
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal. So just
All right.
know.
Can I ask for a motion for the agenda unless there's any other changes? Seconded by. Anyone not in favor of that?
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
I do have one late item I wanted to talk about, which would take about 2 minutes about SCBC.
When we get to late items, we can decide what that topic is, if you don't mind, Frank.
Yeah,
And you can bring that topic up. And if it's just a comment, that's fine. If it's a whole board conversation, it will go in the next meeting.
Okay.
Okay? Good. Minutes. How do you feel about those?
So much.
Thank you.
Second.
Anyone not in favor of that? Okay, let's go on to the consent agenda that goes from 5A over to 5F. Anyone want to pull anything out? Or
I would.
okay, so we've got Sharon and Ally. Sharon?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. With regards to M16, I'm not sure if I ask here, or I'm wondering how the board feels about sending a letter in as well.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All of the fives that are related to Bill M216, whatever it is, all of those.
Yep. Okay, so, yep, Bill.
I just want to bring up the trail thing to make sure we're tracking where we're going to go next.
Okay, so first of all, I would ask the board, do you want to write a letter supporting how everybody's feeling about the bill to M?
We'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Right? Ally?
Okay, I hope everybody's aware of what the bill is about
They
and
should be.
how upset we should all be about it. And the letter is a submission, I believe, to the Select Standing Committee that is due January 6th. So it's a very timely thing, and we don't have much time, but there's a whole bunch of things wrong with that bill. I think the intentions were good, but there are unintended consequences that could be very bad for all.
I think most, we've received a lot of letters from people in this room, including one from Christina Gateway as well. So I think everybody's pretty up to snuff, if you will, on what this is about and what it shouldn't be about.
And my only other comment is we don't often get letters from UBCM encouraging us to act on legislation, nor do we get letters from MIA pointing out the flaws in a bill. So this needs serious attention ASAP.
Okay, so the motion on the floor is to send a letter from the board. Any other further discussion on this? No? Anyone opposed?
Sorry, Anitra, did you got that?
I got you. You got it.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else on the consent agenda, please?
The Columbia Western Trail thing, we got a letter from the deputy minister.
Yes.
And actually it was a pretty good answer because it said, and my summary is, It's not in our budget. We're not gonna do anything with it, but if you wanna do something to it, it's yours to do something with it. Am I reading that right?
You are.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it connects the boundary to the Kootenays, West Kootenays, and I think it's something that we should actively try to figure out how to support the various organizations.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And from Christina Lake's standpoint, we're not happy about that answer. And to that end, I asked Linda Kay to add that as something to take a resolution to AKBLG and UBCM. The board.
Yes, and just for some background on this, I've been working with Rick Smith, who was the area director for that portion of the trail that's in RDCK, and then it marries up halfway to Grace's area for the RDKB, like my section, Area B runs. And this is not just, the trail has never been just about the money that Area B residents have put into this for the kiosks, the bathrooms, all the things, the backcountry signage and all this that goes along with it. This is about history, and I know in a Canadian law, it says that you cannot deny people the right to access historical points. And this would be denying people their right to access historical points. And I feel that this is a big issue, and all the work that's gone into it. It's beyond what Area B's put into it, what Area C and the group have put into it for these things. It's also about the hundreds or thousands of in-kind work that's been done by not only residents, trails people, but also by people with large companies who've given their time, their product, their machinery, and donated this to doing some of the work on this trail. And I think it's really important. And every year I have someone from my side go take down the flag, the pole that we put up, and the flagpole, and take down the big flag. And every spring they go back in and put it back up again. We're proud Canadians. That's our trail. It belongs to the people of this province. It does not belong to someone to take it away from us.
Yeah, for sure. Bill, did you want to add any other recommendation
No, I'm okay with that.
other than what I have said?
Yeah, I'm okay. with
Okay. Anybody else?
it. It's a start.
Okay. Anything else in the consent agenda from any of you?
Motion to receive.
Thank you, and a seconded by. Great. Anyone not in favor of one? Okay, let us go on to no presentations, no delegations, and no applications persons attending to speak to agenda items. So we're on to unfinished business, and this is 2026 calendar, of which Anitra was kind enough to give you all a call.
Can I explain that?
You can,
here?
please.
Yeah, sorry, the reason you have a copy is that there's been one change. It's regarding Liquid Waste Committee in June. We've moved that to noon. Typically, those meetings are held at noon. A few of them have been pushed to 1 o'clock because of preceding meetings that might run late. So you have that here for you. Based on the strategic inclusion of the strategic working group meeting, there have been a few changes as well. So I hope you've all had a chance to look through it. Of course, if we need to change things throughout the year, the board can do that. But as you know, this has to be adopted by the end of the year. So,
and the other thing I suggested to Anitra is, as soon as we adopt this, if she gives her managers some direction to send out those calendar invites, all of our calendars will be covered for the year unless we change any of that. And to me, it's super, super important that that happens.
yeah, you should have already received, and I apologize,
Yep.
but an onslaught of emails regarding the board's meetings.
Yeah.
So I don't see those as changing, but there will be a few other meetings. So
Okay.
Sure, Madam Chair, just really quickly. I don't know how organized everyone is at home. My calendar has 3 highlight colors for in-person, virtual, and conferences away, so my family knows he can't read it. So I'm super excited to just put this on my wall and circle the days up.
copy of this, I can certainly do that.
My husband goes by that religiously.
Black and white's fine.
Okay, but if you do, just let me know and I can make it happen. I was trying to save
Alex?
money by doing black and white this time.
So the strategic working group thing, which is voluntary, I do hope to attend that, but I'm also on utilities. And I work really hard to balance work, family life, and spend a lot of time with my grandchildren. So I hope to be able to attend the strategic working group electronically. Same as utilities. I don't want to add any more driving, any more costs. Andy asked about costs last time, and I thought that was important to know what the additional costs are. Sharon talked about the driving and how much her gas bill is. And so I think it was important for us to pay attention to those things. What is the additional cost? And I mean, nobody seems to want that information, but I think every penny matters here at this table. So I plan on attending strategic working group electronically, same as what we have now. I'm comfortable with the way we're doing things now, and I don't want to add any more driving or any more hazards onto my work-life balance that I have to work for years to keep in check on my mental well-being. So
Can we now just stick to what the calendar is at this go around, if you don't mind?
well, I guess what I'm asking is utilities is online. So I don't know how that works. If I'm on utilities, how I would.
Well, if you're all in the same room, the utilities can also be in person.
So what I'm saying is I will do electronic meetings for those things. I think that's covered under our bylaw and under the whatever. So I don't want any more driving on my calendar. I've always been very vocal about that. So I'm just saying, happy to attend any extra meetings, but I'm not adding any more driving onto my day.
So just to Anita, that question was asked at the last meeting as far as increased costs so just out of interest sake, was there an opportunity, I should say?
Through the chair, I don't believe we had an actual motion, but I can say that off the top of my head, lunches range when we all sit together for lunch from anywhere from about $500 to $700 per lunch, have it catered.
Okay.
I'm not sure about mileage and those sorts of things. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
That.
It's okay.
You don't have
I
finance.
assume that
So,
in over $1,000, what else had done considerably. Yeah.
So I guess if that's where you want to go, I'm encouraging you to be in the same room together, because I keep hearing we need to do more things together to bond. We need to get together to visit. We need to be together to have a meal. I keep hearing that, and I've heard it for years, over and over. But if you're not wanting to be in person, and just watching this room an hour or so ago, and the visiting that was going on and the networking was impressive. So I guess it's up to you. If you don't want to be in person, there's a bunch of us, I think, that will be, and we'll get the work done. And quite frankly, if you don't belong to that committee, I'm fine with that too.
No, just to clarify.
So
I want to end
let me finish, please, Ally.
Sure.
So I guess I'm looking at this board going, oh, okay, so how serious is everybody about being here together? And if you don't want to add anything more into your calendar, that's fine, just call in. I think you'll be missing that camaraderie, if you will. And when I talk to quite a few of you, you seem to be quite in favor of meeting in person. So that's why I was going down this road, is to try and have more communication, better communication. And if you look at what other areas are doing, they're going back to in-person meetings because they know that the communication is better. So let's leave it at that. It'll be your decision to make. And if you don't want to go down that road, and no pun intended, then don't.
The option is open.
The option is
It will be available online.
Yeah.
It'll be an online.
That's what I just said, Ed. Okay, can we go forward with the calendar, please?
Just to clarify, that will be a hybrid meeting then.
If you want to call in, then call in. I'm saying you're going to miss something, but that's fine.
It's all about choices, right?
It's all about choices, but then when I hear the committee needs to bond more, I'm probably going to have something to say about that. Just so you know. Okay, can we go forward with the calendar, please?
I'll move.
Thank you. Seconded by Terry. Anyone not in favor of that? Okey dokey. Onward we go. Boundary Economic Development. That the RDKB Board of Directors approve the allocation of funding from Combined Area D City of Grand Forks Economic Development Service 078, providing $9,151.60 to the Boundary Museum and $9,151.60 to the Grand Forks Chamber of Commerce. Okay, so moved.
So, second.
Great. Anyone not in favor of that? Okay. Let's go on to committee recommendations to the board, policy and personnel. And this is the Policy Sustainability Initiatives 2025. The recommendation that per the recommendation from the Policy and Personnel Committee, the Board of Directors adopt the Corporate Sustainability Initiatives Policy.
I'll move that.
Thank you, Frank. Seconded? Yeah. Any conversation here? Everybody read it, obviously. Andy?
I know one of the items in there is about trying to save some money and the responsibility of us to reduce GHGs, all of us. So I think it's hypocrisy to be adding more meetings that we're being requested to drive to. So just so you know, it's right in our policy that we're going to try and make that effort. And I think the decision to add more meetings that we're being requested to drive to is totally counter to our own policy. That's my.
Okay, point taken.
Yep.
Can we now put that to bed? Please.
Chair's choice.
Yes, I'd like to put that to bed. I'd like to know whether you're in agreement with this policy. There's a motion on the floor. Anyone opposed? Okay, policy on personnel. Recommendation that per the recommendation from Policy and Personnel Committee, the Board of Directors adopt the waive tipping fees policy.
I'll move it.
Right, seconded by Sharon. Any other comments on this? Okie dokie. Anyone opposed? All right, new business, water monitoring, solid waste facilities contract. Recommendation to award. And you've seen the staff report that the Board of Directors award the contract for services associated with solid waste facility water monitoring program to Mass Environmental Consultants Limited for $294,185.39. In excluding tax for the term of January 1, 2026 to December 31st, 2030. Further, that the Board of Directors authorize staff to execute the contract documents. Motion Andy, seconded by Terry. Anyone want to comment? And
I have a question, if I may.
you may. I'm looking for Janine.
Jane's right here, you just can't see him.
Just a quick question. Just the previous contract amount, how much of an increase was this to?
Actually, not very much at all.
Wow.
This bill is within our budget without me having to change our budget.
Nice.
So, and we had a number of proposals that came in, so some very competitive bid process, which was very nice to see. For change.
And Massey's at Nelson, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Great. Super, thank you.
Any other comments? Okay. Anyone opposed? Okay, let's go to Beaver Valley Water Service operating agreement with the Village of Fruitvale, and the recommendation is that the Board of Directors approve the Beaver Valley Water Service operating agreement with the Village of Fruitvale. Further, that the board directs staff to execute the agreement. Do we have a motion? Bill? Seconded by Ally. Conversation here, please. Anyone? No? Okay. Anyone opposed? All right. Warfield Water Treatment Plant operating agreement with the Village of Warfield, and the staff report is what you've seen. the recommendation that the Board of Directors approve the Warfield Water Treatment Plant operating agreement with the Village of Warfield. Further, the board directs staff to execute the agreement.
I'll move that.
Thank you, Frank, seconded by Linda. Is there any conversation on this?
Able to flush your toilets in the world.
I haven't had a problem yet, so let's.
Hold that thought. Anyone opposed? Satellite Dam Phase 2 Construction Budget Amendment, Area D, Rural Grand Forks Regional Parks and Trails Service. And the recommendation that the Regional District Kootenai Boundary Board of Directors approve the budget amendment in the Service 045 capital to $495,000 to complete Phase 2 of stability upgrades and low-level outlet upgrades at Satellite Dam and increase revenue in the budget to $80,000 from Area D Rural Grand Forks Community Works Fund and $73,000 from reserves.
So moved.
Okay. Seconded? Sure. Linda. Conversation on this, please? No? Okay.
It is what it is.
It is.
Lauren called me and laid it out nice.
Anyone opposed? Perfect. Okay, we're going to budget amendment, transfer from reserves. And this recommendation is that the Regional District Kootenai Boundary Board of Directors direct staff to transfer $12,040 from the Service 005 Reserve Fund Office Equipment, quote, to cover the cost to purchase an HP Z9 Plus pluffer. And further that the 5-year financial plan for the Planning and Development Service 005 be amended accordingly. Could I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Everett. Second? Sure. Okay. Conversation on this about a plotter. No? Anyone opposed? Okay. Grants and aid, and this is where Linda Worley's grant and aid will get added to, please. Motion? Thank you. Seconded by.
Okay.
Great. Perfect. Any conversation on any of these? No? Okay. Anyone opposed? Okay, let's go to bylaws 1926. This is director's remuneration bylaw. And there are 3 recommendations. That the third reading of the Regional District Kootenai Boundary Board of Directors Remuneration Amendment Bylaw number 1926-025 be rescinded. Motion?
Oh, Chair, I think we may have missed one.
What do we have?
That the Kettle River Watershed Advisory Council be included in the remuneration bylaw so that boundary directors can
that's
be
the-
reimbursed
yeah, okay.
for.
Yeah.
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 Sorry about that.
And that's why we're rescinding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just assumed everybody read that.
You need a mover?
Yeah.
Can I move?
Second. Yes. All right, any conversation here? All right. Anyone opposed? Let's go to recommendation 2, that the Regional District Kootenai Boundary Board of Directors Remuneration Amendment Bylaw number 1926-2025 be read a third time as amended. Motion? Andy and Perry. Anyone opposed to that? All right. That the Regional District Kootenai Boundary Board of Directors Remuneration Amendment Bylaw number 1926-2025 be adopted. Further, that the Chair and Corporate Officer be directed to sign the bylaw. Motion. Thank you, Bill. Seconded by Linda. Anyone not in favor of that? Okay, let us go on to bylaw number 1916, Area A zoning amendment. This is the minutes.
Second.
Okay, are
Well,
you good? All right. Anyone opposed to that? All right, this next one, Ally wishes to change the recommendation, so I would let her read the recommendation for bylaw number 1916, Area A zoning amendment. Ally?
Sure, thank you, Chair. I did send in a notice of motion to Anitra. I think I'd like to take more time to actually read the public comments, and some of them were valid on this bylaw. So I'm asking this be referred to electoral. There's no harm in pausing and actually understanding what comments have been made. So I'm deferring this, referring it to EAS for reviewing of comments.
To support your suggestion. Second.
Okay,
Thank you.
conversation on this for many weeks.
Just,
I think it's a great idea, especially the second reading, or all of us, do we got it right? The public opinion is important. And if it comes back and it doesn't change, that's fine, but if it does change, it means with the public, had a say. So I think it's a good idea.
Great, so it'll be sent back to electoral area directors. Yep.
And during that time, there were certainly a couple comments where no one listens anyway, I'm not gonna go vote. And so I'm hearing that. And so absolutely, we're gonna review the comments and take a look, and there might be some amendments that could be done.
Perfect, I agree.
And thank you to the public.
Okay,
so Chair, just one question. How long is that gonna take? Just another month or?
We'll go back to EAS and then come back here. There's no hurry.
No, when's the next EAS?
January.
January, yeah.
Second week. No panic on it. It's housekeeping stuff. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Any other comments? No? Anyone opposed?
Thank you.
Okay, late emergent item. Frank, what was that?
Okay, this is about at CBC and the act that governs at CBC. So I want to explain what's going to come through the committee. And it's just a 2-minute explanation.
Okay, keep it short if you can.
Okay, so NCBC is governed under an act that the provincial government has. I forget the official title of the act. It's being changed to incorporate DRIPA. So, which is fine, and we're working through including First Nations representatives in our structure. And no one has a problem with that. But when they looked at the terms of reference for the committee, the government officials are trying to sneak in more control over NCBC, which is supposed to be a separate independent body. So you will be getting a letter at CBC explaining this and backing them up to say, basically, we need to maintain our independence. That's it.
Thank you for that, Frank. Okay, so if anybody has any questions, they can chat with you too, right?
Yeah, we'll see it. Well, the letter just came out today, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soon.
Okay. Andy?
So I just wondered, as far as timing, and the letter hasn't been received. You received the letter?
No, the letter went to the minister,
Okay,
and I saw a copy of it.
got you.
So now we're going to get a letter from NCPC board.
It's
Say,
looking
please
support.
support us.
Great.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, everybody good with that? Okay, discussion for items for future meetings. Is there anything? And I don't see any public. So can I have a motion to go in camera, please?
Move.
Okay, seconded by Bill. Was that you?
Yes.
Anyone opposed to that? Okay, now we are in camera. And acceptance of the agenda.